little while than pull the trigger on it.
That's why me and Ed do it. That's why the lease option, which is what Jordan is alluding to getting into, is exactly the way we do it because it allows us to date the property for a little bit before jumping and getting married. Love that. Tyler, what are you working on this week?
Oh, all kinds of good stuff. Look, we brought a lot of capital on recently, so we're working on deploying that out into the field. A couple multifamily projects. We're looking at some notes. We just got a new tape in, and I've got several podcast interviews. Oh yeah, notes come in the form of what they call a tape, which is basically imagine a big spreadsheet with different promissory notes on it that can be purchased. So when our people are doing their job, we get a very large tape, including all these different types of notes. So then we have our team go through it and cherry pick the good stuff, and then we figure out if those are the ones we want to buy or not, and go from there.
That's awesome. Adam's saying in the chat, will the utility companies give you the information how I can college company provide the address to you? It depends on the company, Adam. Some people are very secretive, and some people are not. In Jordan's case, it's likely he could get a limited power of attorney or something like that to allow him to request that information. Yeah, we had a very similar issue when we acquired this. Cool. Well, that's the stuff they want to work on. I think I scared him this morning, Tyler. See what happened?
Yep.
Taylor got on, got aggressive, and said, I just need you to get that stuff done. That's scared people.
It's maybe it's everybody loves Ed better.
Well, we already established that. That is true. Ed is definitely more likable.
That silver tongued devil.
We're going into a negotiation last week at some point, and Ed's rolling with me. You know, he's not always with me, but sometimes he is. And so as we walk in, we always denote, well, who's leading the conversation? And he asked me, well, who's leading? And I'm like, Ed, if you were with me, you were leading the conversation. It's just that simple.
No, use him as as your Hail Mary. You see,
No,
you go in, get him wound up, and then let Ed come in and clean up the mess.
actually, so the individual we were sitting with was very politically leaning in their conversation, and I aligned heavily with what he was saying, and Ed to be the offset, um, kept playing. We always have one way and one the other. So because I was pointing towards the way the seller did lean, Ed played the other way, and it honestly threw the seller off for a minute. And so that was an interesting dynamic because Ed wasn't sure if the guy was just testing.
Hmm.
The situation added to some of it, so it was just interesting to see. But yeah, so it's actually and I got all sorts of free stuff recently, and people keep saying, "No, I can't do it." I got 2 free books the other day. One of them was from the seller. I asked for a book recommendation, and instead of giving me a book recommendation, he gave me a book, which was really cool. I then went. I don't know if some of y'all know. I found a dog that was wandering on the street and took him to the shelter so he didn't get killed running across the street. Um, in doing that, I went to the Humane Society. They had some coffee table books on the counter, and so I assumed they were for sale for a donation. So asked them if I could make a donation and buy one. I'm like, no, they're free. You can have one. Cool. So that's my second free book. I got some. I got a free. I got a bunch of free alcohol over the weekend at a restaurant, and a free appetizer. Kind of cool. And that was unintentional. I was just being a nice person. So, what are you doing in the chat over there? I'm looking for a good system for tracking leads. Yeah. Who's asking that? JD, hey, just use I just use Excel myself. Podio does seem to be popular, but That'll make it. Any system's only going to be as effective as you make it, as you utilize it. So anything more complicated than an Excel file, and I'm not going to use it. It has to be very quick and efficient for me. Sorry, guys, reading chat here. The question is, as a wholesaler, when I don't have any appointments, what should I be doing? What I did is I actually started driving for Uber. Who was asking that? Bing. What I did was I actually started driving for Uber because I wanted to go driving for dollars, and I wanted to get paid to go driving for dollars. So every time even when I had 2 hours between an appointment, I'd go drive around for Uber. So Aaron would call me to a neighborhood I'd never been in, and he'd have me drop him off in a neighborhood I'd never been in. One, I had somebody in my car I could talk to about real estate for 20 minutes at a time. And then I also went to neighborhoods I wasn't used to going in. So when I drop somebody off and I'm waiting for the next call, I drive around that neighborhood to do driving for dollars. So you're still doing driving for dollars. You're just going to different neighborhoods than you would normally go to because you know certain neighborhoods and you don't know others. And you also are getting paid. So especially when I first got started, money can be extremely tight. I told you, my car got repossessed. Money was extremely tight. I had someone one time. Who's ever heard of what's that legal system? Legal Shield. Who's ever heard of Legal Shield? Okay. So I had a Legal Shield representative, around the same time my car got repossessed. And I don't know what it is a month. Anybody know? What is it? $20 a month, something like that. Something reasonable. It really isn't expensive. It's either $19.50 or $100. I don't recall which one. It doesn't matter. Lester, was that 20? Was that 2 for 20? Okay, let's just tell me it's $20 a month. And I had this Legal Shield lady at one of my real estate meetings, and I'm sitting down drinking my Coke. And she's like, hey, good morning, Nicole. She's like, well, do you have Legal Shield yet? Jordan, when your dog barked, my dog growled back at him. That was awesome. Do you have Legal Shield yet? No, I don't. Oh. When you can afford to buy a Coke, you should be able to afford to buy Legal Shield. And I'm literally like, I'm going to be honest about it. I almost broke down in tears about it. Like, lady, I can barely afford to buy this Coke. Like, I'm not broke at this very minute in my life. And you're going to try and be a unappropriate female about me not having Legal Shield? Like, my car got repossessed 3 days ago, and you're going to be a jerk about my Coke? It was a humorous experience, but, well, I figured I could use some poor language. Sorry, Eddie. We all know the alternative to whatever. Yeah, I don't know the alternative to that, Eddie. Sorry, I just know the edited version. Radio edit. I was listening to some song the other day and it said that, and I don't remember what it was, but I'm like, that's hilarious. You're not bleeping out the word. You're just gonna point out, guys, we edited this word right here. Cool. What's going on?
I want to know what Aaron Burgess is working on. Dallas represent.
Hey guys, I'm a little sick today, but I wanted to make the call here. I just got back from Florida. I was there over the weekend in Jacksonville, scoping out some stuff, but was there for another business purpose. I like Florida. You're lucky, man. It's nice there.
You were actually in Georgia.
So this time of year, the weather's really nice. Not too hot yet. It's not too humid.
Yeah, so I've got a meeting this week with the mayor of a small town in East Texas, and we're looking at helping them with that project. Anywhere from 50 to 100 houses. I don't think I'm going to be directly involved in the rehab, but what I want to do is help them with special financing programs and hold the note on as many of those properties as possible, create some cash flow, and help them market them and get some people in some affordable housing in a small town. And then we've got just a
So if they've got a couple kids, you can already do the math and be like, oh, cool, they're getting 7 to 10. Great.
Yeah, and the model we're running right now is we try to target a down payment of around $5,000.
Set.
That fits a lot of people of all different types of backgrounds.
Mhm.
And if they don't have it, they're usually able to borrow it from their parents or family or something. And we just sell the dream of home ownership. It's the American dream,
I love that you guys are just point out. Notice how he's making a ton of money by adding value to other people's lives.
Can I add something really quick?
Yeah, please do.
So guys, one of the strategies that's kind of been interesting for us is I don't ever advertise the down payment. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for, if you're looking for a big down payment or not. But a lot of times I ask them, well, what were you thinking? Or what can you afford for a down payment?
Yep.
There's been a couple, two in particular, where I was thinking, 3 to 5. And this one guy was like, well, I could do probably like 12.
Yep.
Sweet.
Great.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't normally put numbers. What I do is I post an ad with the pictures, and I post low down payments, low monthly payment. Go to this website for details, and I set them up on a squeeze page, and then that asks for some information. If they don't jump through that hoop, they're not worth my time. But
Like it.
when they do that, then I call them and I talk to them. I have a conversation and I ask them about what they're looking for, how much they're paying for rent right now, because that tells me what they can afford on a monthly basis. And then I ask them, if we find something that you really like, and the only thing standing in between you and becoming a homeowner is your initial investment, it's going to have a down payment, some closing costs and things like that. How much you think you could come up with in the next 30 to 60 days to become a homeowner? And that motivates them from throwing out some random number versus an emotional connection to becoming a homeowner and really pulling it together.
I love that. That's really awesome. We had somebody ask in the chat, is it personal use owners' companies' names on actual mailers if their name isn't available? I'm not against that entirely, because when you send out mailings to multifamily owners, you're more than likely going to get company names at that point. Yeah, you can do that. The other side of that is most of this information is available on your Secretary of State websites. So if you go look up their company name, it'll show the mailer there, or it'll show the address there. Ryan's asking what a squeeze page is. Hey, Aaron, why don't you jump back in and define what a squeeze page is?
Sure. So a squeeze page, or otherwise known as a landing page, is a pretty simple website you can build, which is just designed to capture someone's information. So if I post an ad on Facebook or something, I've had 50 people respond. So that takes up my whole day just messaging people and going back and forth, versus channeling them to go to a link to a site where it prompts them to put in their name, their phone number, their email address, and what they're looking for. And then I can sort through all that. So have you ever gone on a page where it's like, click here to get the free audiobook, but then you have to put in your information? It's similar to that. Oh, would you look at that? Look at this guy. That looks like Todd.
Some of y'all might have seen this web page before,
Yeah.
where it asked for your email address before we gave you any information. So let's mess with Todd real quick and do this. This isn't an email address at gmail.com. I bet that's someone's real email address. That'll be awesome. They're not going to get spam from the kingdom, right? So this squeeze page 1, where even if they don't do anything else, it's now told they now have my email address, right? And then we gave you some information. Then we asked for more information down here. Literally is what Aaron's doing. It's not in the same format, obviously, but
if you want to see an example, go to, so when people are interested in buying properties that we have for seller finance, I send a link and I tell them to go to texasaffordablehousing.org, texasaffordablehousing.org. And then if they want to see properties we have available, they have to fill out the information on that page.
That's a great website, by the way.
Thanks. So if you're looking at how to design that, there's a ton of YouTube videos. You get yourself a domain, you get yourself some hosting for $10 a year, or however much it is, $20 a year. And you can use WordPress, or you can use one of the free softwares to design your site in a couple hours. Get yourself at least a landing page going for your leads.
The guys will promo his thing and we'll critique it for him because he brought it up. So we're going to do it. Is that the right site here?
You got it.
Okay. So I come to his page.
Is that a investor carrot?
It is. Yeah.
I can tell by the red arrow.
Yeah. Trevor's guys did it. Yep.
So what areas am I looking to buy in? And then my email address is the first things it asks for. Sorry, trying to see what's links and what's not. If I click sign up here, it's probably going to put me back into, back onto that. Perfect. Some information about them. And the whole entire page is designed to get me back to the sign in. So they've got like 3 different versions of the sign in. What areas are you looking to buy in? This one is, what areas are you looking to buy in? Of interest, he's asking in 2 different ways. This one says, what areas are you looking to buy in? And the other one says, what's your desired zip codes? So he's going to get 2 different types of feedback there. But the whole page is designed to push them into filling this out. I love it. That's clean. Buying with owner financing. Let's see what that does. How to buy. Yet again, what areas you're looking to buy in. What's the Google map come to? Where's that from?
Well, that's just an image.
Okay.
But it's a link to that. It's a link to get their information again.
Yeah,
Everything's a capture.
The whole thing is designed to squeeze them into one direction, right? It gives the appearance of being a fully developed website.
The funnel. It's a funnel.
Thank you. Yeah, funnel is the word I was looking for. It gives the appearance of being a fully developed website where in reality, the only option they have is to enter the information.
Right. The purpose of a website is to capture leads and drive business.
Yep.
A lot of people like to make websites and they spend a lot of time making them look cute and pretty. But if it's not driving leads to you and it's not getting you business, you're wasting your damn time unless you want to be cool.
As long as you're not in Texas, you should literally do what he did. If you're in Texas, you should ask him about copying it. If you're not in Texas, just copy his stuff. Hey, Joe's, I don't want to be cool. I just want to get deals done. Man, Jordan, I love it.
Exactly.
Someone said, and I'm going to misquote it here, but you can't look good and succeed at the same time. I'm misquoting it, I know, but hey, Joe had a question. Your hand's been raised for a minute, I think. I'm sorry, sir. Thanks, Aaron, for your time, by the way, and your insight. Joe, what do you got?
Hello, Kingsmen, Kingswomen from Michigan. I've had a lead that I put under contract when my partner was traveling, so that's been great. My confidence in due diligence is going up thanks to you all and seeing everything going on in the kingdom. So I'm trying to get this deal done from start to finish, and I have it under contract. It's in Lansing, which is an hour and a half, a solid hour away from Grand Rapids in Michigan. We don't have any buyers there, so I went through all of my buyers list from my Excel spreadsheet that we utilize to track leads, and I'm at a stalemate. So I was just thinking about different creative ways to be able to advertise the lead. And I was thinking, as I was on the call, just listening to you guys, I was like, wow, I could just post the PDF onto our Facebook page and share it among people and then just advertise a $500 marketing fee. And I was going to ask to see if that was a good idea and then to see what other people had for feedback/enlightenment.
Yeah, I love that idea. Always ask for, a second opinion and always, add value to what you're doing. So you're going to put that up today for us to give feedback on, or?
Yeah, it'll be up in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, awesome. I love that. Anything else we can do to add value to what you're doing?
All right, no, that's it.
Perfect. Tyrone posted his website, and I clicked over to that. Tyrone, I'm not sure why, but let me just show you. We're going to play Share the Website game today. It's asking me to translate your page. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It says that your page is in French and it should be translated. So maybe there's a typo somewhere on the page, is all I'm saying. Let's take a look for that. I'm not going to look for it, but you should look for it.
Well, at the top it says sell your crib. I thought you were selling houses.
He is in New York, Tyler, so there might be some different language barrier.
I see.
They might use some different verbiage in that part, in that other
New
country.
York, and we say house.
I'll get that recoded. Sorry.
Maybe that's what. Maybe it's the crib. I like this form here at the top, by the way. That's cool. I like the one at the bottom though. That is really clean. Like this is really clean. Everyone should take a screenshot of this right here. In fact, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to post this on the Kingdom. Thanks, Tyrone. Appreciate you letting us steal it. Let's see. Get a cash offer today. Sell your crib. So this is just a sales page where the other one was a buying page. So it's cool to see the difference. Get cash for your house today. Same thing. Love it. You have the form on there twice. I wouldn't have it on there twice on the second page.
Okay.
I don't do that. It's annoying. Whoever does that, it's probably Jordan because someone did it to Jordan the other day. How the process works, testimonials. Love it. Contact us. What happens if I click contact us? Tyrone, who picks up this phone?
Oh, I do. I have an app, so it's just line 2 I actually use. So it'll come to my phone.
What happens if you miss the call?
I have voicemail. I have voicemail on it as well too. So on my voicemail, it's basically, I had my girlfriend actually redo my voicemail out, bring it up so you guys can hear it. It's
Don't pick up your phone.
no. Okay.
Tyrone's gonna end up dropping off the call here because I'm calling him. Watch this.
No. I'm on my iPad.
Okay, cool. Don't pick up your phone. Can y'all hear it ringing?
Thank you for calling Yield Home Buyers. We are a real estate company servicing Westchester County in New York. Our main focus is to help you find a solution to your problem. If you are looking to sell your property fast for a fair price, please leave us your name, property address, and telephone number. We will return your call within 24 hours. Remember, we are here to help you in your time of need.
I love that. Good job, guys. Hey, I love that voicemail. That was good.
Yeah, I figured I had my girlfriend do the voicemail.
Well, that wasn't you,
Voice is
Tyrone?
better than a guy's.
No, sometimes, and everyone's going to attach to people differently. So, all right, Joe, let's see yours. Joe's up next on the house selection. Let's look at his site. What does he got? Hey, Tyrone, who did you use to get your to build your site?
Fiverr.
Okay, Fiverr built it, but do you know if there is a WordPress or Investor Care? It's probably WordPress.
WordPress, yeah.
Yeah. And then whose side are we on now? Joe's, right? Okay, so you need to sell your home quickly. Name, telephone number, email address. Love it. 4 easy steps. Enter your information below. We'll contact you. You may accept or reject the presented offer. You get cash. Sorry if some of you on a slower connection are seeing this blurry. Why work with us? Joan, hey, on this page, you should put the form at the bottom again. On the frequently why work with us.
On the second page?
On the bottom of the why work with us frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
Put the form down there again.
Okay.
And take your number off there. Put your number on the contact page.
Okay.
In fact, you already have the number there. So just take off the second page. You already have the number at the top if they really wanted to call you. you don't have a way for them to enter any house information. I don't know. Maybe on the first page here, where your little block is, you put house address or something. I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay. I'm open to that. That's perfectly fine. I'll review with my partner and we'll make the changes.
I'm not right or wrong, by the way. I'm not a web page guru. I'm just giving my personal opinion. Aaron, what were you going to add?
I was just saying this is a good example of a really simple, clean squeeze page or landing page.
Yeah.
And I would agree with your feedback, Taylor. If that's the purpose of this page, you want to make sure that when someone's on here browsing and they're looking around, you don't know when they're going to decide that they want to commit and give you your details. So you want to have that capture form on every page so it's always in their face.
Yeah.
So when they go to FAQ and they're looking at the frequently asked questions and they decide, okay, now I'm ready, they need to have a form there.
Yeah. So I'd put that at the bottom where the telephone number is. And then, Aaron, you're absolutely right. Thank you for that feedback. And everything else looks fine. This is a good squeeze page. If you wanted one to mimic, this would be a great one to mimic. And notice he's trying to catch, again, he's trying to catch seller leads. And so you should have two of these. One of them should be a buyer lead capture and one should be a seller lead capture.
Okay.
So good job. Mitzi, let's go to Mitzi's page. This is fun. Give me just a second to get that shared, guys. Feedback, Mitzi, is it takes a minute to load. Whether that's me or you, I'm not sure. It loaded, but it did take a minute. So check your load time separately and see if there's something we can do. I love the telephone number. I do like how clean that title is across the top. Can you guys see my mouse as I'm showing this? Can you guys see that? So I feel like I'm pointing things in.
Hey, Taylor, I'm not seeing anything on my end.
Anything at all?
No, I've seen a bunch of HTML stuff and URLs. I'm not seeing a page.
Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. No. It's showing on my side. Let me stop the share and let me do this. Let me open it in.
Whoa, is that Zach Tetley?
No.
Oh my God, it's Zach Tetley. Hey everybody, it's Zach Tetley. I'm not dressed for this occasion.
So, okay, just turn off your video. He won't be able to tell. I mean, he does have a Pittsburgh shirt on, so can't really give him too much credit. Mitzi, I'm trying to load it again on another browser because it might just be my browser. So I have it on my side, Mitzi. I'll just run through it real quick. Free consultation. The free consultation button brings me to a name, email, phone number, what property do you want to sell, asking price, and a message. That's a really clean form. I like that one a lot. So your free consultation is good. You have testimonials. So she's got some examples of why work with me. Again, with her email address and telephone number prevalent throughout the page. Testimonials. Mitzi was patient and understanding. I want to personally thank Mitzi. She did a great job. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 testimonials. If I click back on home, sorry for those of you who can't see this. Just trying to add value to everyone. Let's see if we can share it now because I've got it up on the other browser. Can you guys see my screen now? Does it show a page or HTML?
Page.
Okay. I love that link there on the right. The your name, your primary email, and a cell phone. That's easy, and then that should follow to the next page. which is download how to sell your house within 10 days. Let's click download. What does that give us? Mitzi's giving away a free report. Good job, Mitzi. I might, just personal opinion, Mitzi, and you do a great job. So my opinion probably isn't really valid at this point, but I might change that to link to the house information, and then after the house information, give them the report. But you do a great job on what you do, so I'm not in a hurry to change it. About us is going to say how to sell and why we're selling, how it works. I will give the feedback that your entering information isn't available on every page. We buy houses in North Carolina. We buy homes, Charlotte. If there's supposed to be a video playing, it's not linking properly. I do like the content though. Other than that, selling information for selling. Cool. That's a good page, Vinci. There might be some something to go back and look at the load time on that page. Other than that, though, it looks good. Bunch of stuff going on in chat. Okay. TEL Homes. Not sure who that. Tanya. Sorry, guys. Trying to find where that loaded. And it didn't, so. TELhomes.com did not load for me. So I use Chrome as my default browser. Who was that? Tanya.
It was me. Yeah, it was wrong. I sent the right address. I typed it wrong.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then let me go find the right address. Just a second. Got it. Yeah, the other one took me to a GoDaddy thing and said, hey, it didn't load yet. So your page, ooh, I like it already. Hold on, let's show the team. So this is a landing page. I like how clean it is. It's very simple. You don't want to get too cluttered or you're going to confuse some people. Literally is just asking me for, very basic information. In fact, I can skip this step, but let's not do that. So she's now got me entered in her database. I would make your sell and buy bigger, like make them right here on just above the bar. So it should be maybe 2 bars, one that says buy a house and one that says sell a house. Yet again, entering the information there. You've already captured their name and their email. Okay, like it. Yet again.
If you're looking for your dream home but don't want to pay dream home prices, then you've come to the right place. Whether you're currently renting, living in a home that no longer meets your needs, or are simply ready for an upgrade, we've got a large inventory of homes available in your area, ready to be sold at the lowest prices in the marketplace. When you join our home buyers hot list, you'll have the opportunity to get the best deal on your dream home before it ever goes on the open market. You'll have access to our inventory of available homes and be notified when new properties are added before anyone else, even local real estate agents. We'll also immediately send a free copy of our new book directly to your inbox. Just complete the short form on this page to get started and let us say thanks for letting us help you find your next home.
Tanya, I'm not even looking to buy a home, and I'm excited to buy a home from you. That was a great video. This is a clean site. I like this one a lot. I love that the address is always, or the block is always here on the right. Yeah, as Tyler pointed out, or maybe it was.
If you have a property that you need to sell fast and want to get top dollar for it, then you're in the right place. That's because we're a residential redevelopment company that specializes in buying homes in your area and keeping communities beautiful. It doesn't matter what your situation is. We can pay top dollar and close very quickly, even if you owe more than your home is worth, have a fixer-upper, or aren't in the best neighborhood.
I love both those videos. Problem property and then sell your house is probably linked to the same video.
So really quick, guys, we're showing these because this is an extremely effective.
If you need to sell your property fast and
Sorry about that.
It's an extremely effective way to come off as extremely professional, to have a site that makes people feel like you've been doing this for a long time, whether you have or whether you haven't. But the reason why we're showing a couple different deals is so that you guys can start to get an idea in your head of kind of what, if you don't have a website, what it should look like, what a squeeze page actually is, and having those leads, because you might not have a property right this second, but maybe Aaron, and Aaron has a property, and you can say, hey, this guy came through my website. He's looking for this. What do you have? And it's a very effective way to put deals together that way.
Sorry, team. I'm reading the chat just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I see early capture the email.
Yeah, I'll add something, guys. If you have a web page, make sure you drive traffic to it. So if you're making Facebook posts or you're doing videos,
yep,
or you're giving out cards or you're sending direct mail, put that on there, because if it's a tool for you, and like Tanya's, that's a really good page. She captures probably a lot of leads on that. I would make sure that even if you're doing like a Facebook video, you do a shout out at the end. Hey, if you want to see some properties, or if you need to sell your house, check out my page at tellbuyhousesfast.com. Make sure everyone knows about it, and it's in all your marketing and stuff.
Love it. That's freaking, all those pages were great. I loved every one of them. Let me show you also something else you can do. So while we're talking about just website optimization stuff, if you're going to be using some of the social media out there that doesn't allow for really long URLs, right? Like Twitter has a limit. Go to link shortener. This one happens to be Bitly, which is one I use. If I typed in, I don't know whose link this is, whoever buys homes fast or whatever, it then shortened it to something else. But let's do this. Google.com. Houses. So say that I wanted to link to this image specifically, or to this Google search. This is my, give me just a moment, guys. Opening up my word processor. I'll do it this way. I'll put it in chat. It'll be more convenient. If I'm in chat and I'm trying to go to this website, you see how long that website is? I can paste it into a link shortener and it converts it to be this long. Which one of those websites would you prefer to go to? Or would you prefer to have to type out? So just keep in mind that you can use that to help drive traffic. If you have a confusing website or you didn't get the best website address, as Aaron suggested, you can link to the Bitly shortener, and there's somewhere you can get them defined. So it could be like Bitly Sell Homes Fast or something like that. That allows you to do stuff like that. What else we got going on? Yeah, Keith says he needs to get his page together. Yeah. April said she just did hers last week. April, do you have audio over there? Good morning, April.
Morning.
Hey, tell us about, you said you just got yours together last week. How did you do that and what process was it?
Well, I just switched. I was using RealFlow like Tanya, and I wasn't, I guess I wasn't driving enough traffic there, but I wasn't getting results from that one. Now I switched to Zoho, which is free, and it's a drag and drop. And so I basically just spent last week redesigning.
Awesome.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
No, you're good on just what you're using. I was using RealFlow as you were. And, they talked about they were going to that I would get X amount of traffic. And once we had it all set up and running, we just weren't getting the results. We ended up paying, I think we were at like $1,000 a month or something like that. And we would get 2 leads a month and they wouldn't convert. So for us, that wasn't a value. But results may vary. Aaron will tell you, and Aaron already talked about it. You also need to be driving traffic there yourself. We, at that time, I was working with in a different partnership. And so we didn't do things that drove traffic. Cool. April, can you repeat the site? You said it was Zoho? Zoho, I think it is.
Zoho is who I used to build it.
I'm sorry.
That's who I built. Zoho is just who I used to build it.
Okay.
And that's also who I used to get the custom email domain name, like april@mcchesneyhomes.com.
Sure.
And the only reason I use Zoho is because you can do it for free. Like, instead of paying just hosting like I was, I could do it with Zoho for free. So they're doing our website email addresses so that we have custom professional email addresses, and
Love it.
and it's pretty easy to
Love it.
but
Hey,
site
April, hey, love it. You're cutting out there. You're having a bad connection. So we'll come back to you in a little bit. Appreciate your feedback though. Cool. What else? Oh, I did want to point out one other thing. If you do not have, April was talking about specific email domains, which is awesome. If you do not have a domain and you do not have a special email address, if you have any email address that is not your company email at Gmail, which could be cumbersome, or your first name dot last name at Gmail, please go do that today. If you have AOL, Hotmail, Ymail, any of these other services, get rid of that stuff. Yahoo. If you have Yahoo, it like tells people about you. If you have AOL, it's basically like, if you have an AOL email address, it's guaranteed that you're like a 84-year-old grandma who lives at home with cats. Like there's a bunch of reports on it. I'm not going to go look it up, but go Google what your email address says about you. So some of you have AOL email addresses. Some of you have Yahoo email addresses, and your Yahoo email address is something like rocketgamer.com or rocketgamer@yahoo.com. Guys, when you email me from rocketgamer@yahoo.com, when you email me from I have tenants all the time email me from very inappropriate websites or email addresses, and you're just like, and you want to be in my unit? Toker69@yahoo.com. Got it. You told me everything I need to know about you right there. No, but I don't smoke. Your email address would say differently. So, hey, go out today. My email address, for anyone that ever wants to email me, is taylor.pugh at gmail.com. Ed's email address is edwardpugh at gmail.com. Those are the only two appropriate formats to have your email. Joe, if that was my email address, I'd make sure it was Joe Howard and then a number at the end. Joe Howard might be difficult to get. So maybe Joe Howard, Joe.Howard. And then Joe, where are you at? Remind me. Michigan? Joe, yeah, thanks. Joe.Howard.Michigan or .mic, something like that maybe. Remember that's not too much because someone's only going to type in their email address one time and then they're going to save it to a contact. So it's not overly important, but you also want to just put out a good Joe at Homes Today is my business. Yeah, I like that one. Your home at company name is the best. Yeah, April, I'm not against that either. You're right. My point was for those people that don't have a company domain. April's absolutely right. Your name, very plainly, so Taylor at companyname.com is probably the best email address. If you don't have that, like a bunch of people are throwing up their properties, Tanya, I like the company name there. Just know that people are going to see that as a company and not as an individual. So you could probably, Tanya, because you have a domain, you could probably have a website or an email address that's Tanya at tellproperties.com. So you might look into that. Cool. Hey guys, I think we've got a lot of content covered today, and it got a little more techie than I meant it to, but that's okay. Anybody have any questions that I can solve before we jump off the phone and before we go out and conquer the world today? Cool. Well, Jordan, Tyler, if you guys are still on the call, you have anything to add before we jump off?
Nope.
Okay. I think we're good. Guys, I think we've got a meeting tonight with Don Costa. So if you guys are interested in fixing up properties, fix and flip rehab, make sure you're on that. Check the events tab. It should be in there. But other than that, we're good.
Cool. April, hey, I didn't mean to blow you off. If you want to hang out afterwards, we can try and fight through some connection issues. You were cutting out too bad for the whole call. So if you want to hang out, I'll talk to you about that.
Taylor, can I add one more thing really quick?
Yes, sir.
Guys, if you have not filled out the SurveyMonkey survey yet, you need to do that. It's going to put all of our members on a map. So Aaron finds a deal in Montana and South Dakota. He has no clue who works there. He can just jump onto that website and he can see who works there, whether they're doing buy and hold, rehab, whatever it looks like. But if we can get everybody on there as we start generating all these different leads, it's going to be a lot easier to do more deals together.
I'm going to bump that post. So it'll be bumped here in just a minute. But hey guys, thanks for your time. Everyone give me a thumbs up and then I'm going to stop the recording. Have a great day, guys. April, as you'll hang out, we can talk through that.